Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be going over support and resistance and all the dirty details about them. My name is Joshua, co-founder of Simply Trading. We're going to go ahead and get right on into this. But first off, I just want to let you guys know that if it is your first time on the channel, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And be ready for all the upcoming content that we have coming out. And if you're not already a part of our Discord channel, where we provide free educational videos, not once, not twice, but every day of the week, be sure to check for that link down in the description. Alright, now let's go ahead and get on with this video. So we're going to be talking about support and resistance. Support is a predetermined level in price. Support shows possible levels where price may touch and reverse direction. Support levels are determined by two or more bounces off of a price without it breaking below that level. If the price does break below that level of support, it indicates that the continuation of that trend is going to go down, or that trend is going to now be a downtrend. Okay, now if a price breaks below a support level, that support level then becomes a resistance level. That's something very important to remember. Now we're going to go ahead and look here at this. So we can see that this blue line right here is our support level. Okay, now this support level is confirmed by 2 different points confirming that support, and then we can also have additional confirmations throughout the trend. Okay, so we can know, or we can have an educated guess, a hypothesis, that when this price comes down and touches the support level, we will then see it increase in price. Okay, now we can also see trends, or we can see support levels in trends. Support levels can be used to identify area of value. Support levels are areas of high interest where we may see buying signals. Support levels can also be identified along a trend, and this is known as trend support. Trend support can be identified in both up and down trends. So you can see it in a bullish market and a bearish market. So let's take a look at that and see what that looks like. So as we can see here, we have this downward trend, and this is our support level. So we can see that every time this touches this, it goes back up just a little bit before coming down and touching it again. Then it'll go up a little bit and come down and touch it again. Okay, so that is our trend support. We know that it will most likely follow this line in that downtrend. That way we can better time our entries and our exits if we were to trade on this stock in this time. Alright, now resistance is like the opposite of support. Resistance is also a predetermined level in price. Resistance shows a possible level where price may be rejected and change direction. Resistance can be identified by 2 or more price rejections of the same level. Okay, and I just want to make clear, when I say predetermined, I mean it's predetermined because we base support and resistance off of previous price levels. Okay, if we go ahead here and we take a look at this example, we can see that this is a resistance level. The price comes up to this point and it is rejected. It goes back down, comes back up, hits this level, and it's rejected again, back up here, and it's rejected again. This is in a consolidating market, so we can see that it has multiple rejections of the same price point. 1 point, 2 point confirming that resistance, and then it continues on. Okay, now just like trend support, we have trend resistance. They're very, very similar. We can use trend resistance to see overvalued levels in the price. That's a very important statement there. Take it down, write it down, put it in your notes, and remember it. Watch trend resistance to identify possible pullback levels so you may better enter the trade at a better price. Okay? Trend resistance can be used to identify sell signals. God, it's right there. I should be able to read it. So now if we're looking at this is a bullish trending market. We have 1 point here, 2 points here confirming our trend direction, okay? And then we can see we have a third point here and a fourth point here. All of those are points of resistance along this trend. So if we have these 2 points here, we can guess that this price is not going to randomly shoot up, right? Because it has a trend, and stocks like to follow trends most of the time. Not all of the time, but most of the time, until it breaks a trend and starts a new trend, and we're going to cover that in just a minute. Now, if you guys are enjoying this, remember there is a like button that'll help us out greatly with the YouTube algorithm. There's also a subscribe button, comment button, all kinds of buttons you guys can hit to help support us. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So now we're going to be talking about price channels. Price channels are where you combine support and resistance, and when you do this, you get what is known as your price channel. You can buy the lows and sell the highs. Price channels can be used to identify your trading range, okay, or your range of trading, however you'd like to word that. If price price breaks out of your price channel, it is indicating a new trend has thus started. Now, if we look at this, we can see our resistance up here, and we can see that it has 1, 2, 3 different points that it touches, and we can see our resistance down here. Now, this is a consolidating market, not a trending market, okay? Now, we can also see that it touches here, has multiple points that this is touching, okay? So if you were looking at this and you possibly wanted to trade this stock during this market, you would be able to make your first buy-in point right here, because it has already confirmed the trend with these 2 points, okay? So buy in after confirmation, and then you would sell when it touches that resistance, okay? And then if you wanted to buy in again, you could buy in here, all right? And then sell again when it's at this resistance level. Now you bought here, took profits, bought here, took profits, okay? This is a simple trading strategy that you can use just with support and resistance. No indicators, no lines, nothing fancy, just one resistance line, one support line in a consolidating market. Now, of course, if we have this in a consolidating market, we also have this in a trending market. Trending price channels only occur during trending markets. In bullish markets, you buy the low, sell the high. You can put put calls on the lows, okay, sell those put calls on the highs. In a bearish market, you can use these price channels to identify where to enter your short trade, and you can also do this to buy put options or put contracts in this trade, okay? And in this case, you would use the resistance as buy signals and support as sell signals. If we look at this, we can see this is our bearish or bullish trending market, okay? And we can see that this trend has been confirmed right here by these 2 points touching it. So we would then buy into this right here, okay? And you could or could not, it's up to you, but it's always a good idea to secure profits. So sell a little bit of those profits right here, okay? And then this price comes back down, touches our support for the trade. We can buy in again. Now this did not come up here and touch resistance, so we do not have a sell signal after this buy, but instead we get another buy signal. So we can use this as an opportunity to maybe get some more shares in before we sell, all right? And then this goes up, and finally it touches our resistance one last time right here, and this is where we sell our shares and take all that profit. And this again is using a simple strategy of support and resistance. Very powerful, very important. All right. And you can use support and resistance on any time frame. You can go from a yearly chart, quarterly chart, 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, anywhere in there that you would like. Now, guys, the next thing that we're going to talk about, of course, is you hitting that subscribe button. I mean, come on. It's right there. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, catch all our upcoming content. Okay, so breaking trend channels. We will often see a price break our trend lines. Okay, it'll either break it upwards direction or downwards direction. When a price breaks its trend channel, we will most likely see it start a new trend in the opposite direction. When a new trend forms, we will wait for that trend to be confirmed by it forming at least 2 new highs and 2 new lows, allowing us to now draw our new trend channel. All right, here's some examples of trends breaking. Okay, we have a price breaking our trend. Right here we can see the price breaks the trend and it goes down. Okay, this is from a consolidating market. Now also in a consolidating market, we can see this price break up in an upward direction, proving us or confirming to us a new trend. Okay, now in this trending market, we can see that this breaks our support line here and it starts moving downwards. So we went from a bullish market to a bearish market. Okay, now right here we have the opposite of that. This is a bearish trending market. We can see it broke our resistance line right about here and confirmed a new consolidation trend. All right, so that is the basics of support and resistance, but I do have some additional facts for you after you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, maybe even comment. So there are many different levels of support and resistance. If a price breaks resistance, that resistance then becomes support. And the opposite of that is if a price falls below a support level, that support level then becomes resistance, okay? Most support and resistance lines need at least 2 different points to be confirmed. Everyone will draw support and resistance lines differently. Okay, so just because someone else pulls up the same chart and their support and resistance lines look a little bit different, don't let it get to you, all right? Everyone will draw those lines differently. So that is all I have for you today, guys. If you found this helpful, I bet you can subscribe, maybe leave a like, maybe even comment, give us a share, give us a shout out, whatever you feel like doing. But that is an in-depth strategy to trade on support and resistance lines in bull markets, bear markets, and times of consolidation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Joshua, co-founder of Simply Trading, and I'll see you next time.